You're right. I tried to blame you there.
Yep. They banned the Knicks. They did it.
Oh, they listened to Bowie.
All right. Now we're gonna have a game. That's
okay.
That said, they can still pick the Medusa on side of Thunder Predator, so I hope they do get their bases covered here.
I forget, is Nyx considered a counter to Medusa with the mana burn? I forget which way that goes. Yes, he is. Okay, because it scales
you have
with Int.
the Carapace for the split shot. You can mana drain her. You can break her, which also takes the split shot off. It's a pretty decent hero.
All right, so I have some NA lore here to bring to us.
Okay.
Because I believe the Zoomers and Brax specifically have been doing this, where he's first picking Timbersaw in pubs. And the Zoomers were first picking Timbersaw even when there were heavy counters available. And in watching these games, a lot of what we've seen from the Timbersaw is that basically it doesn't matter as much if his lane is disastrous, surprisingly enough. The main concept seems to be the ability to actually like push and bully around the map in the mid game using the Timbersaw. It was very impressive, I have to say, because I'm definitely someone who really hates Timbersaw unless he has he's picked into a very strong lane. But they're starting to kind of turn my opinion on it. So this idea of like a first pick Timbersaw, I'll still be impressed if it works, because I think it's very hard to execute, especially when they just instantly get bat shakered. But I think that's the logic that NoPing are also applying here.
Just like pure sacrificial space creation.
Yeah,
style,
like it's like
snowball.
essentially a form of initiation where he just walks into the enemy jungle.
Huh.
Yeah, I think in the past, like Timbersaw was kind of like a damage dealer burst kind of guy, and he's more of like you just create chaos, right? You don't really need to kill people. You just force spells, bait people out of position, and hopefully your team's gonna eventually make use of that to win the fight. But yeah, I think I really like Timbersaw with Oracle. I think he really makes up for a lot of his weaknesses. You get that high HP region with the ult. You can also make him magic immune, so you're gonna deal with some of that Batrider Shaker damage.
Oracle's real nice. Obviously, having a Dispel against the Batrider, super handy. That ultimate counters the lasso. It's like a double Dispel, right? You have a tool to get rid of sticky stuff in the lane or in the mid game, and then you also have a way to save somebody from the lasso. And the Oracle opens up some potential combo picks, like Death Prophet is always that big one that comes to mind. Synergizes nice with other healers. So we'll see what they go for. But you guys were talking about the Shaker. I mean, are we excited for Thunder Predator that they picked up the Shaker here?
Yes.
The Shaker, and potentially, the Morph is still in there. And I see some annoying Morph heroes already gone, too. So depending on where this draft goes, I think we should have an eye out for that one.
Yeah. I would be really happy to see. That's the type of lineup that can beat up a Medusa in the late game, because your scalability is infinite. Pretty much. So far, though, I think, are they considering banning the Medusa in this last ban here?
I would.
The
Oracle sounds scary.
I would just secure Bat's lane.
But
I mean, they've already banned the Queen of Pain, to be fair, I guess. So maybe you don't necessarily have to worry about much else.
No Viper. Maybe Lina.
Are you ready for them to go Slark mid, guys, here on NoPing?
Oh, baby.
Are you ready?
That.
Are we in or out on that? I don't know. I feel like that hasn't been working out that well whenever we see it.
Last time I saw it in SA, it worked. I think it was a lower division, but we've seen it in other regions more, I think.
And in Europe and North America, the last games I've been watching, it has not worked out. Every time I'm just like, this was a mistake. It's like it works for the lane.
Safe lane Slark?
Going mid versus the bat.
Okay.
Because the bat still farms, and then the bat just goes to the jungle and farms faster than the Slark. And Slark, well, we know Theban hates Slark anyway, so we're just really hoping that hero doesn't come out. But yeah, he's a very hard hero. He's kind of just like what you discussed before with the last game draft. Why are you making your job so damn hard and picking Slark?
Yeah, to be fair, like Chris Luck had 2 mid-Slark games this week, and he lost both of them. I think in the past, because Batrider didn't farm that much, I think you could actually gain something out of the lane just because Batrider needed to destroy the lane. So yeah, maybe it's not that good of a possibility anymore. And I love this Pangolier here, because if they go Medusa, that is one of the best counters ever. You have the Disarm, you can get a Diffusal Blade, just drain the mana, you can just Rolling Thunder on top of her.
Why really Pango and not like Witch Doctor, though? Like, why bother showing your Pango now?
Because it's probably going to be middle. I assume... Was he banned last time? I
10
think.
I don't remember, but I feel like somebody mentioned that it was.
I have it up. It was not banned.
Okay. Yeah, you have a good point, Trent.
It's just like, I'm just curious why they'd want to show it. Like, what are you really gonna gain that doesn't just make you pick Witch Doctor next? I mean, maybe they will pick something else now, I guess, but we'll see. What other 5 is worth it? I mean, they could try the Death Prophet logic, theoretically,
They could.
but I think that's a little bit risky when you already have the bat. Like, I don't really want to force this bat into like an off lane or something like that. I don't think that's gonna work. So this should just be a 5.
What about the CM from? I kind of like CM versus Timber, CM versus Mirana.
It's okay. I feel like
It's probably
I think it's Grim,
but I think like
I
the
think
mana
Grim and Witch
regen
Doctor are both
aspect-
just better. Oh, don't do that, dude! I knew they were gonna do this. I was gonna say, like, the only thing I can see is that now that you've seen Mirana, you go ABBA, but that's so bad.
Is this 5 ABBA? Ugh.
I actually don't know.
We actually don't know.
5 ABBA.
It could be 1 ABBA.
It could be 1 ABBA.
I mean, we've seen that more than once now. You go Radiance, you play kind of like Wraith King. I don't know that I love it, but I wouldn't cross it off. Very crazy flexible lanes right now.
10 seconds remaining.
I don't know. ABBA into Mirana is just not a thing. It doesn't make any sense. It's this idea of like people are getting arrowed long range and you're just like there. Yeah, but I don't know. They're not tri-lanes anymore though. It's like like why would the ABBA be there when you're getting arrowed half the time?
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know.
It's a very old school kind of approach.
I'm guessing it's just going to be a 1 or something, and we're just, mauling over nothing. But
I mean, the advantage of him being 1 here is that they have some nasty catch with Mirana and Kunkka. Like, even if he gets arrowed, you still have the borrowed time to reset as a 1.
Yeah, I think it looks good now that Kunkka got picked.
So
it looks a little better, but
it's
still kind of messy versus Timbersaw, I think.
Do you like the ABBA 1, Bowie?
Dire team ban.
Has your brain turned into a pretzel? You listening to a podcast over there? Oh no, Bowie's at power went out. Oh, he's back. His power's back on.
That was
Hello.
fast. Hey, buddy.
No worries.
So what do we have here?
We have
Man,
a
that was
potential
fast.
position 1 ABBA.
Wait, your generator gets on that quickly and you're back?
5 seconds
Yes.
remaining.
That's amazing. I'm very impressed.
You have to adapt when you live in Brazil, dude.
Look at you.
Yeah, the power here is crazy. But all right, let's get back to this draft here. We have a Kunkka for NoPing. So pretty good matchup
Last
versus the
pick
Pango.
will be TP. Yep. Mid lane, yeah. Kunkka should have a good time versus Pango. Pango should still be able to get range creeps though, so it's not bad, but not fun.
And now we're just on the HFN hero. We're on the hunt for.
Won't it be HFN Kunkka?
Radiant team ban.
I mean, I guess maybe. Yeah, fair enough. I was thinking maybe they might go for like a harder carry though, and then give it to HFN. But you might be right. I feel like Dark Margo is going to play the Kunkka.
I guess we don't know exactly. Yeah, this is like
That would be my
stand-in,
guess.
sort of flexible. He played mid last time, but it was a Medusa.
10
So yeah, maybe you're right. That's a Mago Kunkka.
Yeah.
5 seconds.
Who's still in? PL's still in.
Hey, there's that Slark. Wait, they banned Slark. Okay. Huh.
I guess Timbersaw and Kunkka, so relatively like
Dire
tankier
team
heroes.
Yeah.
And they will, in fact, ban the Medusa.
I'm okay with it. All right,
Obviously,
Troll
Bowie's
stands
having
out.
some further issues, so he's working his way. Don't worry.
He needs the generator to the backup generator to kick in here. Anti-mage though. All right, I saw, was it Miracle playing Anti-mage yesterday? It looked a little
That's
tough.
correct. Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a
I don't
nice
know where
looking
this
game,
hero-
though, dude. Look at this. There's an ABBA. Like, look at these core heroes. I'm not
Yeah.
scared. If I'm AM,
10
okay.
seconds remaining.
Let's play some
Well,
Dota.
I actually don't know how position 1 ABBA matches up against Anti-mage. Like, yeah, he loses his
Fun
mana,
fact,
but
This
he
is
right clicks.
HFN's highest win rate hero in pro matches. He has
Really?
a 79% win rate in 48 matches.
Wow.
Yeah, this guy
Oh my
slaps,
God.
as the
That's
kids say on the old Anti-Mage.
That's a hell of a win rate. Oh,
and of
the
course,
terrible
who
age.
else could come out? That's actually his second highest win rate. So there you go.
Okay.
HFN knows the matchup, right? That's what we'll
Perfect.
go with.
So, Kunkka mid for Dark Mago. So what is this? 1 Terrorblade and then a position 5 ABBA? 3 Pangolier by the Frank. I mean, it's not going to be a support Terrorblade, so I don't know why they're taking a moment here, but
I think someone's probably just AFK is all.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so Matthew's going to be on the Mirana, Kunk in the mid. Yep, nothing too shocking all the way around. So we have a farm fest a little bit here. We have Terrorblade versus Anti-Mage. Terrorblade into the Timbersaw, by the way.
Yeah.
So that's a little unusual.
I want to see this ABBA just cleanse as many arrows as possible just to make you look like a dummy. I think this MJZ ABBA has a lot to prove. I don't know what he's going to do this game.
I'm sure it'll be great, you know, purging arrows and then just getting Whirling
great.
Death again and being like, okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll be honest, man. I really don't get the ABBA. He's the one that stands out in this draft as, okay, better than Witch Doctor, I guess. Very interesting. So what do you think's actually going to happen? No,
it's
not. I'm
so
joking.
much worse than Witch Doctor. Yeah,
Oh,
you
sorry,
actually
I thought that was obvious sarcasm. Yeah, I think Abaddon is just objectively worse here as a 5.
Yeah, I'm not sure how the Timber's going to do. Like, I assume he'll just crush. I feel like his game looks super easy once he's level 3, and Matthew can just go wherever he wants to roam. So I don't know if MNZ is going to wind up in the jungle really early, or if they have plans for Leosal and the Batrider to rotate. Personally, I just like NoPing's draft overall. I think this might be a 2-0 here. Let's see if the Shaker and the Bat, though. I mean, these are two like the best heroes right now. Maybe they can carry this.
Yeah, certainly opportunities for Thunder Predator to execute. Anti-Mage, not easy right now, but not an easy draft for TP either. Hopefully we get Bowie back with us. Vamos, Brazil. But now it's time for some of the Gary B and Theban action. Gareth, darling, how are we feeling about the Anti-Mage?
Oh, pretty good. Yeah, I love a bit of Anti-Mage, mate. Looking real nice there. Coming out for HFN for NoPing. Theban, Terrorblade against AM. How does that work out?
It's
Because
after
in my
last game, I don't want to make any more claims in this game, but I will tell you that TB is definitely very favored against Anti-Mage. Just for the fact that Terrorblade becomes this immovable wall that Anti-Mage can't really blink into and team fight into. And then you also have to deal with the reflection, which burns the Anti-Mage's mana. Anti-Mage doesn't actually have a huge mana pool, which is typically a very big problem for the hero when there are mana burners on the other team.
Yeah, we see a lot of players go Skadi or BKB or something just to try and mitigate that problem. Get rid of mana burners with BKB, pump up your mana pool with Skadi, get those stats going for the AM. And again, it looks like NoPing are going to be shifting these lanes around. AM Oracle sitting down bottom lane. They've put their Timbersaw top. We'll see if they continue that way. I mean, AM Oracle against what will it be? TB Abaddon? Probably that bottom lane from Thunder Predator. 2 melees. You do have to contend with that first Metamorphosis.
It's going to be Oscar once again in the safe lane, huh? Interesting. They want to get Oscar versus Frank. I think this is actually a pretty decent lane for Frank, to be honest. I would have rather seen the Timber laning into the Terrorblade and the Abaddon together. Because then the Abaddon would have the, be pressured. Because Timber can just kind of kill him. He's a strength hero. And then you know that the Timber can't really go in and hurt you either.
Mirana being chased back by the Abaddon. MJZ with shield level 1. Already doing about 50% HP. Stands on top of that cliff. Matthew not yet level anything up. Holding that point. What's he doing? He's walking back up. He's just taking 3 hits here. What's the goal for Matthew?
I think he's just getting this 2v1 bottom. So that MJZ won't be there helping out the Terrorblade.
So you're basically stopping TPs.
Yeah, and Matthew also doesn't really need to be top either against this Pango because it's a Timber hero. So he's just kind of buying some time.
There's an Earthshaker now chasing back Mirana, so they swap roles, allow the Abaddon to TP bottom lane, and they forced leap level 1 from Mirana as well. So all things considered, doesn't feel too bad.
HFN, oh boy.
Oh, he's dead to no, the Fairy Fire. One more hit from MNC. That's it. He's done for. First Metamorphosis. You've got to be careful about it.
He's level 1 and he got chased down by MNZ here. So even though they started 2v1 bottom, it looked like Terrorblade was the one who came out ahead.
TP a number of heroes back down. Like AM, okay, returns to his lane, bringing Mirana down as well with level 1 leap. Let's see what she can offer.
I mean, the tri-lane worked out in game 1 for NoPing. I think that's what they're trying to go with right here, again. But I'm not so sure if this was the best decision on their end, because Anti-Mage versus Pango is a okay lane for AM, whereas this could be really annoying for him very soon.
Yeah, like Pango, super
Dealing with
reliant on his
deflection.
mana pool. Whereas Terrorblade don't care too much. And they need their level 2 desperately on this Mirana. I think Matthew, leaking a little bit out of this bottom lane, doesn't really have a place. There's that reflection. Already leveled up by the TB, burning a bit of mana from HFN. Earthshaker looking for the Fisher. Force the blink. Get him over that crack in the earth. Usually you'd think two range supports against 2 melee supports should be doing pretty well here. But because of all that weirdness that was happening with Mirana versus Abaddon, and of course AM dying to that meta, it's the melee heroes coming out on top. Moves with a shield on him, boots up, just chases back 3 heroes.
Yeah, and tri-lanes generally benefit the safe laners. So you have the pools available, you have that extra pool with the small camp, where the aggro tri-laners only have the big camp, and if you block that up, they won't be able to get any pulls off. And actually right now there is a big camp available. They might just let it spawn. They might have just let it spawn here because the lane's pushing out into the Dire team.
Yeah, and try and pull it back yourselves. Oh, another Fisher spent by Moose.
Courier has been
Sniping out the courier of
Got
MNZ.
boots. Looks like MNZ wants to go for some kind of a kill play here with this level 2 meta.
He pops it and he runs straight at HFN. My god, Anti-Mage. His blink is
He
on
has no
CD. It's on cooldown for another second. He gets it up just in time.
No
the
Fisher.
arrow connecting onto MNZ. Now the Fisher comes with a shield up on Terrorblade. He'll whack into Pandaboo's Oracle. A couple more hits here should secure it. One more around the trees, trying to bend it. Oh, the
Got
salve,
salve
is it
going.
enough? It barely survives. Well played by the Oracle. Gets around the edge of that fight while Mirana, the arrow, slows down the Earthshaker, but he's got boots. And that big punch gets them a nice little kill.
Invisibility.
But there's so much pressure on the AM while the TB is going to be feeling really full of themselves right now.
Yeah, I mean, AM does have that ring of health going at least. And hopefully the Mirana will be bringing some kind of a regen from the Oracle down to this bottom lane so they can heal this AM up some
They're
more.
going again. Onto the Oracle this
on
time.
Pandaboo.
Yeah. Fisher blocked. Nice arrow. Shield there immediately from
HFN no
MNZ
mana.
though. And HFN, he's been burnt, yeah, of all his mana. Well, they don't have the range. No more meta. No ranged heroes in the bottom lane. So he'll heal back up under that tower with a ring of health too. But
They
I
should
think we
try to
spent
get some pulls going too.
so much time. 4 minutes, 5 minutes. We looked at this bottom lane theme, and it's just action-packed, non-stop. There are other lanes in Dota 2 though, as it looks like HFN should survive through that reflection. How's mid and top going, Theban? Quick little rundown.
Well, Batrider versus Kunkka. I think the Kunkka is doing a lot better than you would normally expect. This is a very difficult lane for a Kunkka. But it's pretty even. He's going to go into a jungle. He's going to be able to get a lot of experience there. Get that level 6, the bow. X-Mark into bow combo. Going to be
He's
ready.
400 net worth ahead of the bat. Or 300 or so now. So I was looking at the CS and thinking, yeah, he's doing pretty well. And I thought that maybe the bat would be ahead in net worth because of salves and regen being brought out. But it's the bat who's behind, interestingly enough. Up in
That
that
is.
top lane, Oscar, top of the net worth, 3,000 in his bank account, while Frank, dragging waves back. Still having a decent time up there, but it's not as completely free a lane as the Timbersaw's having. And then back down bottom again, the 3-man reflection. Oh, it's huge. Reflection. What a spell. AM. His farm not looking too bad. He'll have his perseverance soon.
Yeah,
And
here
now
we go,
they've-
Matthew. He tried to do something mid, but I think the Kunkka was being pressured up. He had to just throw a defensive boat out onto Leo style here.
No leaps remaining. Fisher. Looks like it'll clear it up, but Batrider
Didi.
potentially has put himself in harm's way. The Torrent from Kunkka gets the trade back. Pos 4 for mid laner. Dark Margot going to be incredibly happy.
incredibly happy. He's level 7 now. I mean, he got all that solo XP too. Batrider only level 6. They got an entire level ahead on this Batrider. Mr. Dark Mago.
Ooh, arrow onto the Abaddon. TB's popped meta here. Pretty low HP on him. The Timbersaw rotates down. Chakram, does he have the range on it? Oh, God, are they going to dive this tower? They've got the gap closed. Finally on top of MNZ. Final dying move is to reflect back some illusions of his opponents.
You know how scary it is to have a level 7 Timbersaw run at your level 4 Terrorblade, Gary?
Pretty spooky.
Oh, yeah.
What about level 3
And this-
Abaddon? He's been run out as well. Oh my God.
That's it. I mean, this TV doesn't have a lane bottom anymore. He's gonna have to go top. He's gonna have to farm up there. And now the anti-mage has to deal with the level 7 Pango. But it's
And
not
a
as bad,
Fissure.
I think.
He's got Blink in
Oh, he has
10
some mana though. Wait, hold on.
5 mana.
He's just dead.
Dead. Rolling Thunder from Frank gets him away from the Kunkka. Moves there with an enchant totem. But yeah, HFN drops the sorry because without that mana to blink away, just completely screwed over. And Dark Mago is being pummeled here as well. Frank doesn't have too much left in the tank. Torrent dodged out by Moose allows the Fissure. The gap closed with the Abaddon in on top of him. The boat is going to come crashing down onto nobody.
Got the buff.
Moose disengages, but yeah, he does get that nice little buff to keep himself tanky under this aggression. Moose and Frank still diving tier 1. The heals from the Oracle, trying to turn it into damage onto the Abaddon. Mirana there, arrow
Timber's
already
here
spent.
again.
And Timbersaw, you're right. TP's top. The big boy has arrived. Run! Run for the hills! Where does Terrorblade go now? He's level 4, can't go bot, can't go top. Jungle. Under an observable of the Dire team, though. They know
Terrorblade.
exactly where he is.
He's gonna get hunted.
Oh
Dark
my God,
Mago.
being
X-Mark coming soon.
circled. Nice little Fortune's Ender to arrow. Didn't even need the arrow.
Yep.
Timbersaw level 8, offering so much damage right now. A lasso on
That ward they
Mirana.
planted.
Yeah, nice little flame break, but the leap away and the timber chain forward. Frank, so Oscar now getting up in the face of the Batrider and forcing Frank to get the Rolling Thunder out. Kunkka, did he just get pushed to the low ground?
Oh,
Where
he's
is
down.
he? Up,
Yeah,
down,
now
up,
he is.
down. Now he's pushed. Rolling Thunder and a swashbuckle, though, will clear him up. Good little pick-off there. It looked like with 4 NoPing heroes in the vicinity, it wouldn't be possible, but Thunder Predator make it work. And they're looking for a bonus. Leap ready on Mirana. Swashbuckle up in
Possible
2
one.
seconds.
He's pretty fine, right? No, he's not fine. Didn't get healed or what?
Not fine.
Marco didn't even heal the Mirana and didn't get the wand also.
Yep.
Oh,
Problematic.
man. Another free kill. I mean, earlier the TB died, right? But because they got the Kunkka in exchange for it, that was completely worth it. For Thunder Predator, at least. Even if your carry died.
Oh, and X into boat bottom. They'll grab Frank. No mana, thanks to this HFN anti-mage. He takes the mana void kill.
That's huge. Now it's gonna give him his broadsword. 360 gold. Whenever you get these like kills on anti-mage, just feels so amazing. The hero who just wants to hit that Battle Fury as fast as he possibly could.
Yeah, his team doing a great job.
You want to make a prediction? What minute he's gonna have Battle Fury?
12:10. 11:45. 11:45.
Wow, 11:45.
Yeah, yeah,
I'll go
he'll do
with
it, he'll do it.
12. I'll go with 12:10. I'm gonna go with 12:10
Cheeky
just
bastard.
because you doubted yourself.
Well, no.
You
So the
doubted
thing is,
yourself.
my first reaction was 11:45, and then I doubted that and went 12:10, and then I thought, no, I'm not going to doubt myself. I'll go with my gut reaction. So I actually didn't doubt myself. I doubted the doubting.
Okay.
Oh, Kunkka doing a bit of jungling. Clearing out some nice little stacks for himself. Going for the tanky build on this Kunkka. Phase Bracer into the Halberd. Super valuable against the Terrorblade. Shaker TPing bottom with an Invis Leo-style Batrider. They want this AM. They probably have him, honestly. Lasso into Rolling Thunder. Not really a great chance of escape here. Old Moose not close enough with the Fissure. He should be able to line it up now. Didn't need to. Great little roll there from Frank. X-Mark and a boat. Dark Mago trying to turn the tides as the arrow's also going to slide all the way from that dire triangle. And the Chakram Timber Chain, there's the damage they need. All the control from Mirana and Kunkka sets up for this Oscar Timbersaw to potentially get a double kill now. He's looking at Moose. juicy morsel as a double kill.
Dire's structures are fortified.
They have
Alright,
dragged,
I mean-
they have dragged them bottom lane though, which is a pretty decent thing for the Terrorblade.
Under attack.
It is. I mean, you traded your AM for the Shaker Batrider. I would say still unfavorable for NoPing, even though the Batrider did die there and he's pretty high level, just because, like, you know, AM wants to hit those timings, right? And the TB, he's kind of unaffected by all this. He got he got the tower top. Can you just go back in the jungle? Pretty decent levels as well.
It ruins both of our Battle Fury timings though.
Does it? Hold on. If it's higher than 12-10, I still win, buddy.
Okay, oh, fine, whatever. But he's dead now.
Oh no, he's dead again.
Twice in
Never
a row.
mind.
I think we both lose out on this. Moonlight Shadow and the Rolling Thunder going to be disengaged from here. No reveal on the Radiant side. Timbersaw with an X mark helping him out. They'll drag the bat back in. Oracle, he's got level 3 Purifying Flames. Not opting to burst into the Batrider just yet though. Letting him escape.
Man, this is some scary combo. A Baton plus Batrider. Like, you need to throw all your disables onto this bat just so that, you know, you can kill him and he doesn't just run around on your team with that Firefly and the Napalms. And now you got the Abaddon just constantly removing those buffs too.
Yeah.
You're kind of lacking on NoPing's lineup in terms of disables. But you got like X Mark and Arrow. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, it's pretty much your combo. I mean, Fortune's End can help out a little bit.
X Mark Torrent Bow or just an Arrow landing.
And Timbersaw toying with the Abaddon. Borrowed Time's already been forced out here. But with a TP coming through and Earthshaker ready and waiting. And Chant Totem, Fisher, holding, waiting and biding his time. The Abaddon juking around the Chakram. And there's the kill on the Oracle, cancelled out by the False Promise. Terrorblade should pump a bit more damage into him to burn through that anyway. As Frank is killing off the Mirana. X-Mark there, the Rolling Thunder says, I don't care. Killing off Oscar with a Batrider on the Earthshaker now. As Frank, he's duked forward. Kunkka couldn't combo him because of that magic immunity, and the Terrorblade with the Metamorphosis. Yeah, they get the Torrent Boat onto Earthshaker, but Flame Broken back in, blocked up, has to cut through the tree, but they have him trapped inside that cage. Earthshaker made, and another kill comes through for Thunder Predator. 4 kills in that mid lane.
And Thunder Predator get back all that gold that they lost from earlier. You saw the Batrider pressuring in onto the Timber, and the Shaker going straight for the Oracle, so the Oracle can't use Fate's Edict and False Promise on the Timbersaw. And all of a sudden, the Timber doesn't have the support of the Oracle and gets countered by the Bat in the fight quite easily.
Yeah, there's some real nice kiting. Dragging heroes around, juking from the Abaddon was huge. Forcing Oscar into that awkward position. Anti-Mage does have Battle Fury now. But Frank showing this level 11 Pango with Orb of Corrosion and a level 8 Anti-Mage because he was tri-laned by his team. That level difference, a little bit worrying.
Mm-hmm. You know what, Gary? I don't think I've ever seen an anti-mage who started 1-4 in a competitive game win the game. Have you?
Doesn't come to mind. That does not ring a bell. I'd probably say no.
It's really hard. Like, this is one of those heroes where you die maybe once or twice. That's pretty much all you're really allotted in a game before it's just too much.
Your death quota. 3 deaths maximum.
And the TB is also ahead in net worth, where when you're playing AM versus TB, like, you need to be ahead on the anti-mage.
Oh, it's sad times for Mirana. She missed out on 2 courier snipes, dusted up under the Moonlight Shadow, chased by Frank and MJZ, no more leaps remain. And that Rolling Thunder comes crashing onto her.
Shaker did die bottom though.
True.
Trying to finish up the dagger. He did finish it up. He got dagger, smoke, clarity, and a sentry to go as well. So when they're alive, they're going to smoke up. They got that Echo Slam ready. It's go time.
What does Bat have? What's he up to? Because I saw Boots of Travel, a couple of Sage's masks a couple of minutes ago. BKB's coming. Yules onto the Abaddon through the Borrowed Time. I just can't kill him. Level 9 Abaddon just running away from them. AM needs so much more room now. Battle Fury Treads needs that additional piece of the Manta style to even feel competent in fighting. Batrider and 3-man Fisher with the Echo Slam showing off the Blink Dagger. Moves straight in there. Beautiful stuff. Catching the Timbersaw inside that lasso, chain stunning him. Frank now on a mega kill streak. Oracle and the Timbersaw both destroyed, and Mirana with no leaps remaining. Good two-man torrent. Holds them back, but not for long enough. They've got the jump, and they take down Matthew.
Yep. And that flame break in that last fight kind of pushed the anti-mage away, or else I think he would have lassoed the AM instead. What's going on right now is Thunder Predator utilizing all 5 of their heroes, where the anti-mage can't really join the team fights. He doesn't have a good mana void target for him to go into and help in these engagements. So NoPing getting completely unnumbered in every single clash now.
It feels like they've taken the Game 1 script and turned it against them. And Terrorblade now, okay, 17-minute Manta style. We had it a couple of minutes ago, but everyone rallying around MNZ. Pushing into these areas of the map that AM wants to be farming in. And when your HFN anti-mage is hiding in the trees, waiting just to clear out one wave, you know you're afraid.
This is just a classic AM, outpick yourself draft here. You got this player who's so good at playing anti-mage, you're like, yeah, let's play AM, we're gonna win. But then you can't really pick this hero unless he's countering someone, even in the early and the mid game. You need someone where you can join a fight, blink in, mana void, and get a free kill, once in a while. You got your what do you call, like Leshrac, Pugna, Storm Spirit, Queen of Pain, these kind of heroes, and he doesn't really have that in this game.
There's really no one. I mean, no one on this Radiant side has more than like 1,000 mana right now. Like even Batrider, sitting around like 800 mana pool on a bunch of these heroes. A bit of a difficult one there for him. So HFN probably going to be relying on Anti-Mage's other skill sets, the ability to split push, cut waves, open up the map for your team a little bit. That can definitely exploit your opponents if they are doing this 5-man group up
Leo style
of playing. Yeah, they are Moonlight Shadowed down here. And Fireflies through the trees.
He knows. Spidey senses be tingling.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And the rest of his team's actually smoking up to connect down bottom. They've got Echo ready once more. And Anti-Mage. Oh, if he steps just an inch further forward there, he was getting Blink Echo lassoed for sure. But HFN, he's backed up, waiting for camps to spawn. Like, your AM is waiting for camps to spawn, while Terrorblade is just pushing an entire wave to tier 2, farming multiple jungle camps with illusions. 10k net worth on him now. And in fact, it's Kunkka who's top of the net worth on the deity.
Anti-Mage, super dead here.
Super dead.
There's a ward on the hill. Already saw where he blinked to. They just chase after him.
And they're diving for the Oracle. Quick little lasso in. Piece by piece. Coming apart for NoPing. Oscar, Matthew, back in with a false promise from Pandaboo. They can take down Moose here. And a decent Fisher trying to block them out. The leaps from Mirana trying to get her out. Moose is healed up. MJZ has done a tremendous job here. Couple that up with Purifying Flames heals and a blink away from Chakram allows Leo Style to get a double kill as Earthshaker stays in the fight, offering so much control. A boat's going to come landing onto him. X-Mark back into it, so Moose finally dies, but the trade-off, just never worth it.
No, it wasn't. And you brought all of your heroes down to bottom. Meanwhile, the TV on the other side is just farming up a storm. 11,000 net worth already. Has a Scotty in about 1k.
Radiant's middle tower.
Dark Margot
You
at
get
least
the
having
freebie Abaddon, yeah.
Yeah, chases him back after the fight, but it's support kills. The Radiant are killing Dire hit core after Dire core. Well, like you're saying, TB's farming.
That's his 5th death too.
Ouch. Yeah, Manta
To be honest,
still...
Gary, though, considering he has 5 deaths, he's not farming that badly, 9k net worth, 20 minutes is not awful.
It's pretty tremendous, honestly. Frank trying to bait things out, gets out with the X-Mark Torrent.
You know what I would love to see from this Pangolier this game? He's got the mech, he's going for the team items, but the Diffusal Blade could find a lot of value. I've always felt like whenever I see Pangos buy Diffusal against Anti-Mage, it just ruins the AM's game so hard. Because, again, his mana pool is so little. And then you have to play against Reflection plus the Diffusal Pangolier. You might just find yourself like blinking in, having 0 mana, and just getting annihilated.
Yeah, I've seen that a couple of times against like Slark, for example, another Agi carry hero that's super reliant on their mana pool.
Yeah.
And Pango Diffusal Blade just says, nah, you can't Shadow Dance, you can't Pounce, you can't Dispel.
It's
Nothing's happening.
not only for the AM as well, it's also for the Kunkka and the Timber. These are like tanky core heroes that if you burn their mana, they become useless. You don't really have to kill them. And eventually they'll just die because they just have to like stand around and do
Dire are
nothing.
Auto attacks, yeah. So they are spellcasters primarily. Nice Yules to stop the bat initiating hard on the Kunkka. Gets the BKB off, but the Terrorblade with so much physical damage goes straight
damage.
through the shiny golden Kunkka, and Oracle is a bonus kill. A double for MNZ, transfer these kills into a tier 2 mid lane, and potentially Roshan for them as well if they fall back into the pit. They're already defending their lanes. Pango gets up top, they don't commit for tier 2 as the glyph was forced.
Do they really want to Rosh here?
They've got level 2 Blink Echo, so they've got like a counterplay. Even if their Rosh is like kind of slow.
Radiant's bottom
Do-
It
like,
always
do-
just feels so bad, like walking from mid all the way to TV this guy on. It would feel so bad walking from mid with your meta all the way to the Roshan pit. You're so slow.
I guess Dire are never going to contest.
Radiant's
There's a-
middle tower
There's a weird creep wave up at top behind the tier 2. Somehow being dragged all the way across the map. Well, there's the Aegis of the Immortal. Terrorblade now with 2 lives.
Kunkka was dead and Anti-Mage was still bottom finishing up his Manta. AM just got his Manta. Now the question is, Gary, what do you do with this Manta? I think he still needs another item before he's even fight ready in this game.
Yeah, you farm with it, right? Use it off cooldown, split push with your illusions, and hope you don't die.
take us.
Oh,
Batrider just running through with the BKB, making Anti-Mage so worried.
Are Terrorblade and AM Illusions brothers in Dota 2? Because I remember they were in like Dota 1 and
Yeah, they
Warcraft
are.
3. It was like
In Dota 1.
Illidan
I have no
Storm
idea in
Rage.
Dota 2.
Yeah, I don't know either, but they're making a play onto the Timbersaw, coming in hard towards this dire triangle. Pango there, swashbuckling in. They've already used up the Earthshaker. Blink on cooldown, therefore, for another second or so. Looking for a decent target, but he'll hold it. Only 2 supports showing. Gets off that nice Ag Shard. Fisher with the Enchant Toto onto both of them. And Frank continuing his streak. Pango at 9, 1, and 10. And right now, it feels like there's absolutely no momentum for NoPing. They're just getting picked off one by one. Probably force another BKB from Kunkka. Dragged back with a lasso into the Terrorblade's illusions. And again, the right-click damage. Monumental out for MNZ. NoPing, you don't have that rallying cry. You don't have the guy calling, hey, I'm super strong right now. Let's play. Because Anti-Mage is cowering, hiding in the jungle, running away from a Batrider. The entire map belongs to them. AM TP's bottom.
That's maybe not the best TP. I mean, if they saw him TP there, they should all chase him right now. Because you know that's going to be on cooldown for a long time. They get rid of this Anti-Mage. Oh, you gotta save that career. Oh, those illusions almost sniped AM's career. If he lost the blink, then he's super dead.
This is TP scroll. Jumping on Marana, trying to force some more leaps. Man, Frank does so much damage just with Swashbuckle, Orb of Corrosion. Bounty runes,
So-
gonna be 4 there for the Radiant.
Yep, just salt and wound, Gary.
And just compounding the difficulties they're having.
Dire's bottom tower has
AM, it looks like
think
he's aiming for like a backstab move. No?
No, there's no way. He's not fighting. I'm telling you right now, he is never fighting. The only thing he wants to do is split push, split push, split push, get someone by themselves. That's it. And Thunder Predator, they got the easy game. And as long as they don't go back and fall for the plan of the AM, they can just walk down the lane.
Yeah, like they're killing
Go to
Kunkka
the
right
high
now.
ground.
Just surround Dark Mago. He gets off a decent torrent boat, Moonlight Shadow as well.
radiant structure.
Does get
Yeah,
him
look
up
at
to high
Dire. They're not
ground.
reacting. They're just letting the Kunkka do his stuff, and they're just like split pushing.
Well, they
Even
might get
if that
Oscar in the
looks
mid lane.
decent.
They do TP in to stop this push. AM and Timber were both on that mid-tier 1. Spending lasso for him. Oscar. Okay, moves. Throws in the Echo Slam. Yule's up. Timbersaw still alive with 21 charges. Chains off to the west. Flame Break pushes him back, but they've got a Fisher. Matthew, what can you do here? Yule's an arrow, but Oscar's already died. And now you've given away your positioning. Another leap up to high ground. TP home. Oh, sneaky. Nothing to cancel it from there. While Kunkka, Dark Mago has pushed out the bottom lane pretty hard here. Good torrent, but without BKB, without the ability to TP home, he's just burnt to a crisp by the Firefly of Leo style. And the high ground has been pinged.
Too. They're going. This is like Dusa from last game, man. Just go break the buildings and don't react to the split push of your enemy.
It really is just like a follow me. I'm strong, follow me. Let's go.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
To be honest though, Gary, I feel like these days you need to do something like that. Where early game you just get this advantage and you just push the high ground. Because if you don't, the later the game goes, I think it gets harder for carries because they don't have this satanic status resistance item build that they can go for.
You don't have the kind of like bailout builds.
Right, and it might be one of the reasons why, you know, Dusa, for example, feels really good. Because she was never a hero that was reliant on an item like Satanic.
And she's got Mana Shield instead. Fulfills pretty much the same role. Dragging the Timbersaw down to low ground. Oscar, he's still a tanky old boy, this Timbersaw, but they lose the Oracle under that Fissure as well. No buyback on Timbersaw, losing your mid barracks. Oracle does have one, but unlikely to pop it, as the Aegis does finally get reclaimed. But Terrorblade, he is whacking at your tier 4s right now. The rest of his squad have gone down to push bottom tier 2. MNZ doesn't give a damn. With Timber dead and AM not fighting, the Terrorblade is trying to finish the game on his own.
Yep, AM's not done farming. He ain't done. I'm kidding. It's not that he's not done. He just can't come back and fight. You look at the heroes of Thunder Predator, there's nobody to blink onto. 0 targets that you can blink onto and have any impact in the team fight. So he's going to need to get to like an Abyssal Blade or something at least first. Oh. And it doesn't even look like he's doing that. He's going for a Butterfly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, not a fan.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what it does. They tried to catch it on top.
He needs disables. He needs disables. He needs to be like this solo killing monster on the map, and Butterfly is not going to help him do that.
Get on someone, stick on the target, finish him off.
Yeah.
Pango, Rolling Thunder, MJZ slides to the low ground with that Force Staff, and this Rolling Thunder doing great work, setting up for a 2-man Echo Slam. The false promise under the anti-mage does come. Panda Boost saved him up, but this Timbersaw and Kunkka still stuck here in an awkward position, surrounded by the entirety of Thunder Predator. Another 3-man torrent, and Timber shreds through moves. Finally, something going NoPing's way. Anti-mage is in there, Sunder back, MNZ battling HFN, and that reflection will take him down. NoPing, they're bleeding out. Thunder Predator way too strong. Oracle, the last one standing in the middle of the fight, spun around upon by Leo style. A bit of fun there, toying with his food. Come on. You've let him live for so long. This is BM. Finish him off! Put him out of his misery!
It looked close, but then you got the shield, the heals, the magic stick all coming out onto the TV, the Sunder, and the AM just got shredded by this Terrorblade.
Butterfly didn't do a damn thing.
Dude, that Pangolier Rolling Thunder was amazing.
Under the Fissure? Yeah, it looks so good.
I wonder how much disable time he had just from that team fight, because that was some crazy amount. I think the anti-mage was false promise, and he was permanently stunned the entirety of the false promise.
And what is it? 1.5 seconds of stun duration. He's got level 3 Rolling Thunder, and he made, you know, at least like 3 connections onto the 3 heroes in the middle of it all: Timber, Kunkka, and the AM. So you're looking at a hell of a lot of stuns. Bottom lane disappears. Crumbles under the strength of this Terrorblade.
TB bought a BKB. Not that he really needed it, but, you know, game securing item.
Sure is. And fast spawn on Roshan's coming up now. Maybe something that NoPing are looking towards as a way to come back into the game, win a Roche fight. I'll smoke up and head towards it. Oh, but look
that can bring them back here.
Moves the shadow amuleted. He breaks the smoke. He sees them all. They have no idea. And now he goes.
Illusion's gonna kill bottom max.
Yeah, you're right. They've got a lasso now. Batrider's actually opened up onto Dark Marco. BKB, Spider Legs, Moonlight Shadow. It is full retreat. Get into reverse gear. NoPing still want to try and battle around this with a boat. False promise on Kunkka keeps him alive. Chakram's out there, but Roshan is still a minute and a half from spawning as the Timbersaw straight on top of the Terrorblade. Sunder there and back. An arrow straight past as this BKB Terrorblade who's got so much damage. Needs the Ghost Scepter from that Oracle to get him out of there, but Dark Mago is the first target to be pummeled into the ground, and Mirana's going to follow him. Even with a Timber chasing TB, this AM can't stick on a target, having the problems that you were explaining. He's focusing the Abaddon, but HFN, he just doesn't accomplish anything in these fights. Batrider finds the Oracle on the way back, and at this point feels like it's over. Matthew agrees, GG is called, so we're going to head to Game 3. And that one felt very similar to Game 1 in the manner in which it was executed. Different heroes, but same overall feel, just the other way.
It feels much worse though because it's anti-mage.
Yeah.
This zero just does not have a good reputation at all, and you can see it in this game. Like you pick this AM, and what does he do? How does he play Dota this game? He has nobody to go on to. He has his lane was kind of bad too because he got Oracle Mirana supports, and I don't know. It's just such a